Streaming. Okay, we are starting the stream again. Let's hope that it actually functions this time. Please, restream.io. Do your magic and actually function! Anger. Anger, anger, anger.
Stop blaming outside programs for problems.
Is it going live? Wait, it's going live. Okay, we are live. It's number 3 this time, guys. I apologize ahead of time
that's not even
for
our
all
worst.
the garbage. It's not even our worst. We had 6 once. No, 4. But anyway, we apologize for the issues there. For some reason, our restreaming program was not functioning correctly. So anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to WordCast number 35. Here's intro number 3. Thank you for anybody that's joining. Lots of Intel news, as well as, of course, we've got news about the Google Pixel 2, as well as everything Google. And some channel update stuff at the very end, and lots of other mixed in things that'll be fun, like RGB RAM. Woo! We're going to start off with the Google news. This is Daniel, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, but I'm assuming if you watched 35 episodes, you know who he is by now. But yeah.
I did have someone who technically doesn't really count because I knew them in high school and they knew you. Like, that's how they knew it, watched the show. But I had someone on the Max ask me if I knew you because they watched the show and they had seen me in it.
Really?
Yes.
Did that actually happen? That's a cool feeling, huh?
Yeah.
It's cool when that happens. Yeah, it's great when that happens. Okay, cool. The quality is not the best right now, is it? Or no, that's just because. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I have it higher quality over here. Okay, and Hops Tech says hello. We did it. Yes, we're working. We finally got it. Can't wait to see the 8th gen performance. He's not sure that it can beat Ryzen. Well, we'll be talking about that. And yes, it can, and no, it can't. So you're correct. It's a not sure kind of thing. But we can very easily judge the performance since it's 14 nanometer plus. So it is literally basically the same thing as Kaby Lake, which is basically the same thing as Skylake. So IPC is not going to be improved much. But anyway, more on that later. But
and here it is.
We can judge the performance really well, even though the reviews aren't out, which is really weird. So yeah, that'll be fun. That's coming after the Google news.
That's not even really weird. That's actually pretty typical for PC hardware.
For the reviews to not be out when it's available?
No, for you to be able to
judge the performance. Yes.
It's like when Linus made that video about Ryzen expected performance and was almost dead on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, he did the video. Well, it was about he had a Ryzen CPU.
Yeah.
And then he took the 8 core,
yes,
threw it down to 4 cores, and was like, this is what it's going to be, and he was within like 6%.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Google News, lots of interesting stuff here. I'm not getting a Pixel 2, but I'm sure he will be eventually.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Pixel 2 XL though, not the regular Pixel.
Yeah,
2.
not the regular Pixel. Yeah. Do both of them have squeezable sides?
I don't know.
I can't remember if it's only the smaller one made by HTC or not.
I remember the LG one was supposed to get it.
Okay, it probably has it then too. Okay, because I know the smaller one does because it's made by HTC. It's got it. But yeah. So you guys would have never guessed the specs of this phone: Snapdragon 835 and 4 gigs of RAM. No other phone has exactly that combination of specs.
Whoa, it's almost like this phone's coming out in 2017.
It's fucking amazing. So anyway, we were kind of hoping, myself was hoping to see a new chipset, even though I don't care about performance like drastically. I was still kind of hoping to see something new. There were rumors that there was going to be something new, but no. Snapdragon 835. It's a great chipset, actually.
1 to 2 more years for Google to ditch Snapdragon, I'm calling it right
now.
now.
I agree with that. I would say 2. That's my estimate is 2 years. With Pixel 4 is when we will have no more Qualcomm.
Well, probably Qualcomm radio.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely. But I mean, no more Qualcomm system on a chip. It'll just be the radio portion. So, let's go over the specs of this.
Yeah, so we have a 6-inch and a 5-inch model.
The 5-inch is the XL. So
yes. So the 6-inch XL has the stereotypical 1440p display of larger phones. And the 5-inch has a 1080p display.
Well, I actually appreciate that because there have been some phone companies that they have the smaller screen size is still 1440p. And like Samsung. Realistically, yeah, like Samsung, that's just a waste of battery. Because you have a smaller phone, you got a smaller battery. This means the battery life between these two phones is going to be near identical despite having different battery sizes.
For Samsung, it's a marketing thing. That way they can say they have the higher PPI.
Yes, and that's true. What I'm getting at is it doesn't matter as much on smaller screens. I think they're doing it right too with a 1-inch difference here is perfect. Mm-hmm. And
although in reality, the body of the phone isn't a 1-inch difference. It's not even close.
Yeah,
like it's way smaller.
But
because the Pixel XL has smaller bezels, whereas the regular Pixel has the same size bezels of the previous generation.
Yeah, it's cool though. I mean, I like the design of it. It's a little bit more attractive than the previous one. Not beautiful, but Pixel's not been known to be beautiful.
They're actually using stereo speakers.
that makes me excited. That was that and the camera, more on that later, is the two things that I was like blown away by.
Water resistance, thankfully.
Well, we expected that, but yeah, water resistant, 64 gigs or 128 gigs of storage. The 128 gig model is going to cost you $150 on top of the phone price, which is an awful lot.
No, it's just 100.
I believe it's 150. Let's find out. Check for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 150 to get the upgraded.
100 for the regular Pixel.
Try the XL. Maybe it was the XL that.
No, because the XL.
Oh, it's only 100. Okay, yeah. So $100 more. That's kind of standard, but also, I mean, obviously, Google wants you to do more in the cloud, so 64 should be fine, realistically.
Yeah.
Does it have an SD card slot? Didn't think so.
That's
the
a
original
dumb
Pixel
question.
didn't either, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's like it's a phone coming out in 2017.
Well, what makes me sad though is the micro SD card.
Okay,
came back.
Not from Google.
But not from Google, right? So it came back with Motorola. It came back with Samsung. It came back with the likes of basically every other manufacturer out there, but not Google, and obviously not Apple. But
yes. Here is the reason.
I know the reasoning. Go ahead. Yeah.
The reasoning for this, it comes down to consistency of performance when you're using your device,
and it's related to average user.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's why Apple never allowed external storage. Because let's be real, if Apple wanted external storage, they could do it and then just make it proprietary and sell it for 20 times as much.
Yeah.
And it would still sell. But they don't want to do that because it doesn't perform as well. Flat out. Like, apps do not run to the same level on this as they would on an SD card. And so
Yes.
Apple just said, screw it.
Now, there's a solution to that, but continue.
And Google said the same thing after... What, 2, 3 Nexus
Yeah,
phones?
but there's still no NVMe in Android phones,
True.
which is dumb. But yeah, and so the solution to that though is UFS 2.0, which are basically, imagine SD cards with another little wing sticking out of them is what they look like, and they're substantially faster. They can be fast to the point that it's like internal storage.
Yeah, they have
and that's the solution. Just it's not out there.
They actually have certification now for certain SD cards for performance for apps running on them.
Exactly, and I think that could bring it back. Because then you go buy your 16 or your 32 gig phone, you drop a 128 in there, and you're golden. It adopts the storage, which has been around Android's adoption, but you don't even notice.
64 gig base than have 16 or 32 gig base and
Well, but the thing is, that makes the phone more affordable. If they can say drop $50 off
that's
the price
for like
of a phone,
the Android One phones.
I mean, well, I agree.
They're not going to drop
but
$50 off of a Pixel. They want the profit.
Yes, and I'm not disagreeing with that there, but I think it's a good idea. I like SD cards. I've used them a lot, but adoption is really important to me. It's got to be, you've got the adoption feature is really important. So anyway, no headphone jack.
Yes.
Okay, keep talking about that phone. I'm gonna be right back. No, keep talking.
Bye. Oh, are you getting your headphones?
Grab his headphones.
Oh, this guy.
Talking.
Audiophiles, beware, no headphones.
No, you should read the doc because I literally said watch Audiophiles rage in the doc.
Watch Audiophiles rage. So guys, this is why this bothers me. Now I'm an audiophile. A lot of people aren't. Now the reason this would bother me for a standard user of having no headphone jack, the reason that this pisses me off is a lot of people have headphones laying around. They don't want to have to replace them. And dongles are a pain in the butt. No,
really.
No, here's the thing though. Apple did it because every device that's sold with a lightning connector on it has to pay Apple a royalty for using their patent on the lightning connector. Meaning Apple was like, let's remove a feature to make pure profit. That's all it was for.
I used to agree it was a pain in the butt until I had it. And then I realized I could just do this. And
but here's the problem.
Like
what if you're like
different.
me? What if you have multiple phones and then you have to take that dongle off and find somewhere to put it when you want to use it on something regular?
2 hours ago.
No, but he's always had multiple phones, like for a long time, and you have to.
But I'm also getting Bluetooth module for my.
I know, but yes, but Bluetooth doesn't have as good quality. You have to set it up. It's more of a pain in the butt. And you've got to. Worry about batteries.
I mean, let's be real though. If you had like either the Pixel headphones that we're going to talk about, or Apple's EarPods, there's not really setup.
Okay, so I want to point out something to you though, Daniel. Literally, most people are mad about this headphone jack thing. In fact, most reviewers are mad about this headphone jack thing. Most enthusiasts and most regular people are mad about it because it's dumb, because it's dirt cheap and it takes up basically no space.
I just want to point out, people have been plenty mad at Apple over a lot of things that we no longer use anymore when Apple was the one to remove them.
Give me an example.
FireWire.
Okay, but FireWire was Apple's proprietary bullshit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
and
it was
people were
USB.
pissed off when they got rid of it, though.
Mac people, yes. and
Yes,
Apple
the people
but,
that bought their products.
Okay, God, I hate you. You know what I mean. You know what I. Okay, no, but I mean, like, for example, Apple didn't go, we're courageous and we're going to remove it. They went, let's put a piece of plastic there, cover it up, and say we're courageous and make more money. Because they make money off of every device sold. Now, but here's my other problem with it. My other problem is on the other end of the spectrum. Not the average user, which kind of expects it. And in fact, most reviewers are like, they find themselves trying to plug in their headphones and go, oh, wait, shit, that's right, I can't. But then you've got people that are audiophiles that actually spend quality money on headphones. Mm-hmm. So these here are, and I'm going to be doing a full review of them, don't worry, guys. The Audeze iSign 20s. These are planar magnetic IEMs, the first in the world. They're $550. Look what they have on them. They've got a 3.5 millimeter jack.
Question.
What's your question?
So let's say that normies, and by that I mean not audiophiles,
yes,
can get over using a dongle or using Bluetooth, which most people are going to be using Bluetooth eventually anyway. Why should average users pay any amount extra, even if it was $1, because audiophiles who already are spending $500 on headphones...
But it's not costing extra. With the profit margins that are made on phones, they can add it and not change the price. But the thing you're missing is there is no advantage to getting rid of the headphone jack. There isn't an advantage to it. There's no point to it. That's what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. They could do it. It costs them almost nothing, uses almost no space. The phones aren't thinner than a 3.5 millimeter jack.
I know.
So at that point, hey, let's remove it just because Apple did it. It's not because, hey, this is a good idea.
Yeah, but long term, it's one less thing that can break.
But if it but if it breaks, then you're just at the situation that here, instead of waiting for it to break, here, how about you just don't get it?
Yeah, but if it breaks, like in my situation on my Pixel,
right?
I pretty much couldn't listen to music unless I went out and actually found a dongle, which there wasn't really any.
There weren't very many, right?
Yeah.
And so you had.
So I was pretty much.
So you were screwed. Yeah, right. I get that.
So it's not as black and I did used to be more on your side until I got a phone that didn't have it, and now I just kind of don't care.
But a lot of people are the opposite. They try the phones that don't have a headphone jack and they're pissed off.
Yeah, because they go into it expecting to be pissed off.
Well, no, they're continually pissed off.
Yeah, they're
because
like I hate this, and then they buy it, and then they just confirmation bias themselves.
But there's not just that. You got to understand that like people that are carrying around their headphones, they go, oh, now I got to replace my headphones or carry around this stupid fucking dongle all the time. It's stupid. It's
not a big deal though. It's already on there.
Okay, I think carrying around a USB-C to micro B adapter is a pain in the butt. I keep one in my wallet. I think that's a pain in the butt. That's this big.
But I can keep this attached to my headphones at all times.
Yes, but unless you want to. But if you go to a phone, then you got to find somewhere to put that. You can lose it.
I'm not. Okay, but I'm trying to speak, looking at this from the perspective of a normal user.
Okay.
Normal users don't switch out.
Yes, and you just leave it connected. But normal users have multiple pairs of headphones, and they lose their headphones, and they break their wires all the time.
Okay.
Real quick, I want to
speak up very loud, Calvin.
Opinion from the man behind the camera, Ethan. You're kind of going into this the attitude of old people who go into a grocery store or self-checkout. You go in expecting to have a bad time at the self-checkout, and when something immediately happens that goes wrong, even if it takes 2 seconds of your time, you immediately are increasingly...
But I'm not immediately. I've felt this for a long time.
But you have not used a phone without a headphone jack yet. I guarantee you. I thought the exact same thing. Then I got the iPhone 7.
Okay, Calvin,
please let me bring something up.
What's up?
You're bringing up, like, okay, headphones break, blah, blah, blah. What's the thing that breaks most on headphones? This spot right here. Well, what happens if you have a dongle plugged in all the time? Then it's the dongle that breaks. What's cheaper, $9 to replace this or your headphones?
That's a solid point. Now, to go back to you, Calvin, I want to say, tell me why they should remove the headphone jack. What's the advantage to removing the headphone jack?
Okay, so let's go with a couple different scenarios here. So let's go with obviously the business side. They want to make more money, royalties, obviously, that's one reason.
That's Apple's,
so let's go with
but let's not,
money,
okay, we're going to, obviously.
They want to help thrive a market. They want to help push audiophiles out of this, like, habit of, like, needing, like, this. Like, they want to make Bluetooth earphones a larger market. They want to make
them
more
better.
Wireless technology more available.
Okay.
They don't want people to be attached to these cords. They want people to just have earbuds or any sort of Bluetooth headphones that they want, earpods. Just pick up, put them in, go. They don't have to worry about plugging them in. They don't have to worry about if they're going for a jog. They don't have to worry about it coming unplugged. You don't have to buy the special armband that goes on your arm just to keep the headphone wrapped around you.
And
I will give you that.
I want to go off this before you do a counterpoint. Apple has made a lot of moves. In fact, this was always kind of Steve Jobs' thing. making moves that consumers are not going to like because they know that long term it is better for most consumers. So, going off of what he was saying, for most people, wireless is better. They aren't worried about the negligible difference in audio quality for them.
I get that.
And so ultimately, other than the increased cost, and we've seen now there are pretty quality Bluetooth earbuds for $40-$30.
Yes.
And so at this point, other than the 20-30 seconds to pair it, there isn't really a big difference. And so pushing towards that, forcing that implementation is one thing that Apple is known for.
Okay. I agree. But let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of people that buy headphones spend $5 to $10.
Yeah.
You can't get good Bluetooth headphones for $5 to $10. You probably never will be able to.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is a solid reason to keep your headphone jack. But
question.
What?
Why would you, if your phone comes with headphones, why do you need to spend $5 to $10 on headphones? The ones that come in with an iPhone are better quality than any $10
they are,
earbuds.
and people break their earbuds like once a month.
Yeah.
That's very common.
Okay.
But those ones, no, what I'm getting at though, I'm talking about versus Bluetooth. If the goal is eventually no ports Bluetooth, wireless charging.
Which is going to happen soon.
Which is going to happen probably in a year or two.
So I'd say 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2. But, so counterpoint to you though, Calvin, when you were saying like audiophiles don't have to worry, what exactly were you saying?
I didn't mean audiophiles. I just meant like, audiophiles like want to have this world where like you can just plug in and like go to the gym or something. It's like,
I get what you're saying.
Realistically using your phone to listen to music. Like, even if you're an audiophile, outside of going to the gym, going for a walk, like, not being at home when you have all of your expensive stereo equipment or actual listening equipment, you're not usually using your phone outside of just, like, doing something that requires you to be gone for, like, 20 minutes.
Okay. So the counterpoint to that, though, is that having... So, most audio equipment has a 3.5 millimeter or a 1/4 inch jack. You don't want to have to change out your $1,000 amp.
True.
Now, a dongle is easier to use at home. I'm not arguing against that. But part of it is also the way the power is delivered through USB-C. The DAC is in the cable. And so, like, for example, there was a guy that he added to his iPhone 7, he added a headphone jack. He did a mod and added a headphone jack. It took him like 6 months. Yeah. No, you don't know how he did it. He had to buy the dongles and take the DAC out of the dongles and put it in the phone. Because the phone didn't have a DAC in it. So the point is, that DAC is not going to be as good as a quality DAC that can be put in your phone, and it's also not going to be as good as a quality DAC at a desktop setup. Meaning, even if you're using the adapter, the dongle, you're not getting the advantage of the quality DAC that you have at home.
Yeah. Now, for mobile use... Couldn't there be audiophile level DACs? Why not?
There could be, audiophile level mobile DACs and amps are like the size of a phone. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So you could do those with USB-C. And that's true. That's true. For mobile ones, that is true. I'm mostly talking about desktop here. Mobile ones could have USB-C on them and then have the DAC built in. Correct. That's fine. That's something that could be done. What's up, Calvin?
I have another point to bring up as well. So iPhone and Google, they're marketing to a more broad stream, just consumer level market. They're not necessarily targeting people like you who literally just 24/7 like can notice like even the latency between the left and the right earbud.
Well, I'm sure everybody's brain notices that, but we won't get into the details.
But then if your brain's gonna
that's how you tell where sound is. But no, I get. Yeah, he's talking about. Yeah, okay.
Anyways. So iPhone and Google are trying to go away from that and go towards this more wireless market where 90% of the consumers are. I'm sure eventually, as well as broadening the market for Bluetooth headphones and things like that, it's going to help broaden as well the cell phone market itself.
Yeah.
For people who want audiophiles and still want those headphone jacks. It's not like every phone developer out there is going to stop doing this. Like, for instance, you want cameras. Red is coming out with their own phone just for the sake of having a camera.
And in fact, we've seen, as Apple got rid of theirs and now Google, LG has been upgrading the quality of theirs.
That's true.
LG is positioning themselves as the phone for audiophiles.
Yeah, exactly. They have. That's why I'm getting a V30. Hey, can you hand me my S8, by the way?
Yeah.
So it's going to get to the point where...
Oh, I think it's on my bed. Thank you.
The mainstream phones won't have it, and the niche phones will.
Well, yeah, or phones, or it's a selling point, too. right? So even not necessarily niche phones, but hey, buy ours because it has a headphone jack. Now, one of the problems I have, though, with the Pixel, one of the big advertising points for the original Pixel was it had a headphone jack.
Yeah.
They were shitting all over Apple about it. And now they're just like, but yeah, this one's removed.
Yep.
Now, while I understand where you guys,
I
understand where you guys are coming from. I do. And USB-C all the things, right? I agree with that. And Bluetooth is great for the majority of consumers if you can afford that. You know, which aren't that expensive. I'm just saying, if you're not looking for $5 headphones, I get that.
They have $20 Bluetooth earbuds.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. But that all of it falls back to my point of an extremely long industry standard. It's not like micro USB where it's been a few years. We're talking the 3.5mm jack has been around.
So because it's a long-standing industry, it shouldn't go away.
Hold on. And so it's I guess when it comes down to me, it's more of a hey, it's an inconvenience, and especially with people that maybe have really high-end headphones that aren't necessarily new ones that'll probably be switching over to USB-C. In fact, you can get these in a Lightning version, and the cable's interchangeable to 3.5mm too. But for people that maybe have really old high-end headphones, it's just an inconvenience. Yeah. Whether the dongle's that big of a deal or not, it's still an inconvenience. Yeah. And the same argument is if the dongle's not a big deal, then neither is plugging in your phone at night and why we have wireless charging. Because that's not a big
Because wireless charging, in my opinion, isn't even really all that beneficial for at night. It's more for like the situations like, let's say you get to work, you plop it down at your desk, you do some work, you walk away. That's where, to me,
and I love wireless charging. You know, like I'm not saying I don't like it, but yeah, I agree with that.
And wireless charging doesn't remove the charging port.
No, it doesn't. That's true. But eventually, that's probably the goal: is the charging port will be gone.
Sure, eventually now, no ports. Period.
Exactly.
I mean, Apple has
no ports, no buttons. Eventually, yes. But
Apple has said that pretty much. The only reason that the MacBook that has one USB Type-C port has the port is for charging. When they can get rid of charging, we will see a MacBook with no port.
Yes. Now, the biggest thing that it falls back on for me, though, personally, is it costs nothing and takes up almost no space. Yeah. You don't see phones, they're not having bigger batteries or better speakers because there's no headphone jack.
From Apple making the move, it's a move of they know that
they're trying to push the industry. Yes. I totally understand that. I'm not disagreeing with you there. But the reason I say it is it still bugs me because of it's to me, it's why change a standard that's not inherently bad. Like USB-C.
Because there's a standard that's inherently better.
But it's not. That's what I'm getting at. It's not better. I mean, the wireless... Okay, Bluetooth's better. Yeah. But USB-C based headphones are not better. And what I'm getting at is it's not like they aren't inherently improving something great, and it's not like micro USB where it was like USB-C is better in literally every way. It's faster. It supports its own quick charging standard. It can it's reversible. It supports a lot more penetrations. So it's yes. So anyway, it's so my thing though is I just feel like there's no need to change the industry standard. Now, what I will say though, an argument on your side is most audiophile grade headphones either come with or are out of the box 1/4-inch jack, because that's what most audiophile gear is. Like my amp over there is 1/4-inch jack.
Well, you mean you have to use a dongle?
I have an adapter, yes, but it's not a dongle; it's an adapter. They're different. Things.
so if it's an adapter, it's okay.
Because there's no DAC in my adapter.
So
anyway, all this falls back on, I'm going to be reviewing these soon, guys. They're amazing. They're the nicest thing I've ever heard in my life. And they're IEMs, so it's impressive.
Back on Ethan thinking short term.
Yep.
Yeah, shut up, Calvin.
So for price... for price on those pixels that we were originally talking about,
let's talk about camera after price. But yeah, camera next.
$649 and $749 for the Pixel. $849 and $949 for the Pixel XL. Now, if you live in India, I am very sorry because the base price for the Pixel is the equivalent of the top tier Pixel XL. It is the equivalent of $950 US.
Yes. Okay, so real quick, actually, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there are some comments I wanted to address. So, first off, some guy says hi from hi guys from Turkey. I can't read your name. I can read it. I'm assuming I can't pronounce it correctly, so I'm not going to try to say it.
Wow.
But thank you. Hi from America. So then Mirko says, why did I choose the BlackBerry over the Pixel? So first off, no headphone jack. That's one of the big reasons. Second off, the Pixel didn't blow me away in any way. In fact, my S8 is fine, versus the Pixel.
Except, Plex doesn't work.
Okay, shut up. I bet you if I wiped, it'd be fine. But no. But anyway, yeah. So
so what you're saying is I'm right.
What I'm saying is you're right. But anyway, no. My point is like other than I like stock Android better, and I've themed this closest to stock Android as I can. But other than that, there's no advantage to going to the Pixel versus this. I lose my headphone jack. Better battery life and an Android update,
and a better camera.
But this is damn close. Okay, this camera's damn close. It's like a 96 on DxO Mark or something. Let me look it up.
No.
We're looking it up. Oh, it's loading. 88. Okay, I'm sorry. I was off
it's a
by
big difference.
Good amount. It's a big difference. But although the Note is a different story. But anyway, so responding to some comments here, though, why did I go with it? Well, first off, my S8's my premium multimedia device, and I'll be switching that over to the LG V30 for better audio quality, because I also record my audio through a mic that's a lavalier that plugs into my phone. Audio quality, in case any of you have noticed, has dropped on this channel, other than the live stream because we use the Yeti, but has dropped from my videos on the channel since I switched to this phone. So going back, I had a LG V20, which has the high-end DAC and everything, really high-end recording there. I mean, my audio recordings are sometimes over a gigabyte, right? Whereas this, they're like 50 megs. So, I mean, it's not as high resolution. I haven't found an app that lets me set it to as high resolution as the LG app, and it makes a big difference. But the other reason is because, so I have the BlackBerry Key 1, guys. I bought it today. I got it brand new for $150 off the MSRP plus a free case. Thank you.
New.
Huh?
What?
It was opened by a friend. So thank you to my buddy Alex, who's probably in the comments, maybe not, I'm not sure, for selling it to me for so cheap. But absolutely love this phone. So I bought it for physical keyboard, but also for better battery life. So I like physical keyboards myself. I always have, but there haven't been any good physical keyboard phones for a while, other than ones that were running BlackBerry's OS, which sucked, and there was the Priv, which had a shitty physical keyboard. So, and then also battery life. So it's got a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, but only a 1080p screen and a Snapdragon 625, and instead of a 1440p AMOLED with Snapdragon 835. So the battery life on this, I mean, the S8's pretty great. On this is stupid good. Probably the second or third best of all Android phones out there right now. Pixel and the Moto Z Play probably beat it. But anyway, that's the reason. Also, what do I do on my phone most? I text and I read. This is perfect for it. So, that's why.
We have to read this comment from Mirko. Everything that Calvin says is invalid. He's non-alpha and should be permabanned from the stream.
Yes, and you know, I think you're 100% right, Mirko.
Square up, Mirko.
I like how Mirko, like, he's a mod, and he's sitting here like, fuck Calvin.
Hey, Mirko, to be fair, at least Calvin's been on the stream.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mirko, yeah, you know what? You can't even show up, because I have to get up at 5 a.m., yeah, whatever.
So do we.
Well, I mean, I get up at like 6:30 or so, but yeah, I'm a fucking loser, but I stay up till like 1. It's called 6 hours of sleep, bro. It's okay.
You realize that 1 to 6:30 is not 6 hours of sleep.
Your math is wrong.
My math is 100% correct. Okay, so anyway, so then Joel says congrats on 1K. So, and then also Pixel was kind of a snooze fest. So thank you much. Yes, we're very happy. We have a 1K special video coming. I don't know if it'll be in a week or 2 months, but it'll happen. It'll be with everybody that's been on the channel.
When we get to 10K, can we do our 1K subs video?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be him and I and Calvin and Mirko and
if he shows up.
If Mirko shows up, no, and so we'll all be doing a video together. I'm not sure what it's gonna be yet. We're gonna do something special, but thank you, Joel, for the congrats. And yeah, the Pixel was kind of a snooze fest. I agree. It was like, hey, here's what we expected. Here's what we could have predicted even without the rumors, and it also matched the rumors perfectly.
You mean like every other phone
launch?
Like
every phone launch, other than like this and probably the Red phone when it comes out.
I mean, to be fair, Red phone has probably already or pretty much played most of their cards.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, like, no. What I'm getting at though is like the Red phone. It's innovational. It's different, right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been much.
Story of WordTech. Well, it should come out soon or later. I don't know.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I like that.
Very accurate.
That. Yeah. Thank you, Joel. That is actually accurate. I'm trying to improve on that though. We've been doing more stuff. And I've been trying to be more on time, although some more news about that.
I've been trying to be more on time as the show was 30 minutes late.
Okay, it was 22 minutes late, and then we had 3 failed attempts, so it was 30 minutes late. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, Joel, no, you're right. Yeah, story of WordTech, but I'm working on improving on that. I've just been incredibly busy working on the website and stuff. But no, you're totally right. In hearts, yes, hearts. I agree. No, I'm not. You didn't offend me. Don't worry. You're 100% correct.
Camera on the Pixel.
Almost. Mirko also says he has to be up at 4:30 for workouts till 9, then school from 10 a.m. to 6:30. Okay.
4.5 hours of workouts. Damn.
But
Man,
I
dude,
have
what
to.
a beta, dude.
I have to be up.
Don't you have time yet to do stuff at?
So I get up at 7 and I go work an 8-hour shift, and then I come home and I work a 12-hour shift on WordTech, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up and do the same thing the next day, and then on weekends.
Does Overwatch
on
breaks
weekends-
every hour count?
What?
Does
Hey.
Overwatch?
I haven't played Overwatch in like a week.
Wow. I
No,
haven't played
it
Overwatch
that
in like
much.
a month.
I haven't been playing games that much. You know that. I haven't even been hanging out with you guys that much.
I
but
know
it's
you
like,
hate us.
Yes, I hate you. We're hanging out this weekend, but and then Mirko on weekends I wake up and I work on WordTech and then I go to bed, and sometimes hang out with them, and I work out every day. But
Yeah, but you can't go downtown with us because it's scary.
Downtown is scary, guys. It's downtown Portland.
He's not even a beta yet.
Okay.
Camera on the Pixel, so we can get on to the next topics because we've got a lot to talk about.
Yes. Final comments, and then we're gonna move on to the next portion. So, yeah, Joel says, yeah, love you guys. Glad to be able to catch the show between studying and work. Thank you. Glad that you watch it. That is great. And don't you just hate it when you work out so much that you don't have time to be there for your friends? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I work and then I'm trying to lose weight and stuff, so I work out, and so it's just like time for friends is hard. But I make time for it. I just don't sleep much. And then Mirko says, I don't do life. All of my WordTech videos are pre-recorded from 2016.
I mean, that would make sense.
Oh, no. Mirko does great content. But from 2016.
It can be recorded a year ago and still be great content.
That's true. Okay. But anyway, no. I appreciate what Mirko does for the channel. But
You
yeah,
say
I'm working all the
one
time
day a
now.
year to record videos.
Right. And here's the best part, guys, is over the next 3 months, I'm going to be going back to school, just one class, but I'm going to be going back to school, doing accounting work for my dad's business, and writing articles on the website.
So you're gonna be a secretary?
So no. Well, yes, I'm going to be a secretary. No, I'm basically never going to sleep. No, it just means even less time for games. But I'm always going to make sure I have time for friends. They're more important than games. So I'll make time for you guys. That's why we're hanging out this weekend.
Question. Destiny.
Oh, I'll be playing Destiny with you guys. When I have time to hang out, we'll be playing Destiny.
Hey, you can mix friends and games at the same time and accomplish two.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. When I hang out with friends, we're going to play games. Like, that's part of what we do.
Or, you can...
Like, Saturday, we're having a mini LAN party. There's going to be like 5 of us here. And by 5, I mean probably 4.
And by 4, I mean probably the 2 people that
Probably the 2 people. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so the Pixel camera. Wow.
So just like last year when the Pixel came out and set a new DxOMark record, the Pixel 2 came out and set a new DxOMark record, despite the DxOMark record being beaten.
What's the
multiple
highest
times.
DxOMark that you can get? It's 100, right?
I don't know.
It's 100.
I feel like the scale's got to change. Well, no phone's ever gotten
The
this high.
scale's going to... it's probably infinite, but let's say it's 100. This is 98.
I don't think that it goes up to 100.
Oh, I think it probably goes up to infinite.
Yeah.
It's probably just here. We'll just keep improving. Like,
Well,
but,
I don't know, because their sensors for cameras is currently the top one is 98. So I'm assuming they're going to have to adjust their scale.
maybe so, yeah. I'm surprised, though. There should be sensors that would be higher than that. There's some really quality sensors out there that are like 50 megapixels. I mean, it's ridiculous. Or like,
but that doesn't mean it
for
would be
example,
above a
wait, have
98.
they reviewed the has DxOMark done the Helium? Helium
so.
8K sensor scores a 108.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's over 100. Okay. Because I was going to say, that is literally like the best consumer sensor in the world, and you can't even really consider it consumer. But yeah, so this thing looks incredible. What's the aperture of it? Do we know? It should say...
f1.8 aperture.
Yeah, 1.8 aperture. Yeah, that's pretty low.
It's a 1 2/6 inch 12 megapixel sensor, dual pixel autofocus, optical image stabilization, Google's amazing HDR Plus tech, and a new portrait mode software solution.
Okay. And it's impressive. I mean, the camera's impressive.
You should open up the DxOMark review and put it up on the stream.
The DxOMark review? Oh,
yes,
okay.
of the Pixel camera, because they've got
Pixel 2
shots.
DxO. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. So this is all, I'm going to put this on stream in just a second, guys. This is all DxOMark. This is their website. Full credit goes to them, not to us. Just want to point that out for, legal things. So, yeah. There's the Pixel 2 and 2 XL. It's still kind of ugly, let's be honest. Most people didn't like the design. Most people still don't. I don't hate it, but I don't love it, that's for sure.
I would just prefer a glass back and wireless charging.
I agree, yeah. Glass back, wireless charging, they don't need to do this hybrid thing. It just doesn't look good. It didn't work the first time. It's not going to continue to work.
I imagine next year it will not be there.
We'll see. But yeah, I agree. So yeah, here's the specs for the camera. f1.8 aperture, dual pixel autofocus, which is pretty awesome. Optical image stabilization, HDR+.
You mean that stuff I just read?
All that stuff that you were reading that I didn't hear. So here's in bright light. I'm assuming is this using HDR? I don't know if it's using HDR or not, but they're talking about how impressive the dynamic range is. There is a little bit of lens flare you can actually see right over here, but overall, I mean, it's pretty beautiful looking. I think the water is pretty detailed and impressive, and the shadows are still coming out. This has got to be HDR, I'd imagine, for the shadows to be that good.
I imagine they just took everything on auto.
That probably depends on the shot, but yeah. So here's the HTC U11 next to the Pixel 2. You can see the Pixel 2 is a little more vibrant, although I'll admit maybe not quite as realistic, potentially. The colors definitely look more accurate, but they look a little bit oversaturated to me. But that's just my personal thing, which I'm working on an IPS panel here, guys, is what I'm looking at. So, I mean, I'm seeing pretty close to the original when it comes to color. Yeah, but definitely looks better than the HTC U11, I'll say. And there's definitely more detail in the shadowing right here, and there's also more detail in like the details behind the bricks. Low light and flash. So here's indoor and low light shots are coming up. This is yeah, so that's fairly low light, and yeah, a lot of dynamic range, a little bit of noise you can see on the floor, a little bit of noise back here, but nothing bad in particular. And you can even see some of the details of the blind shadows like in this little section here and right here. Definitely looks good. I think it looks excellent. It seems to have less noise at further distance, which is interesting. It's usually the other way around. Zoom and bokeh. Looks good. It's digital zoom. It's not going to be that great. Like, these don't blow me away, but, it definitely looks a lot better than the iPhone 8 Plus. So, you're not going to pretend to shoot me. That's not cool. Down here is the some selfies. This is not from the... Okay, yeah, so this is not from the selfie camera, though. So the original Pixel, which looks, I'd say, better when it comes to the shadows and coloring than the iPhone 8 Plus, but it's obviously overall not as good, not capturing as much light, whereas the Pixel 2 captures more light. It's a little bit more, I think, realistic of an image with definitely a better blur in the background. But I don't think the color of her shirt is as accurate, actually, in this one, but still... definitely excellent. The detail in the hair is better. So yeah, anyway, should I keep scrolling? Is there more?
No, it's good.
Okay, that's basically all we need to cover. Sorry for streamception. Okay, guys. So anyway, it definitely looks like a good camera. I'm excited to see how other phones compare to it, like the LG V30, which, let's see. Is the stream not... Oh, it's just not loading. It's fine for me.
Same on me.
Uh-oh.
Twitch, it's still going.
Okay, it's still going on Twitch, so this is a YouTube problem. I am sorry, guys, if...
On YouTube.
I don't know...
I refreshed and it's working.
It's working? Okay, it's working, it's just behind. Okay, we were having an issue there with the stream. Sorry, guys.
Oh, so, never mind.
Is it still...
It played and got back to that same spot.
So it's doing that same thing that we've had happen before on YouTube. Hold on, guys. I'm messaging. No worries. You're good.
Oh.
Wait. Are we back?
I think we're back.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It jumped there. Don't know what's going on with YouTube there. That was really weird. We had issues with YouTube earlier tonight, so something must be going on. Also, Mirko, yeah, you're totally welcome to come over Saturday night if we do the LAN. We can maybe film some stuff together or something, too. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. But anyway, yeah, so what I was saying is, yeah, the Google Pixel 2 looks excellent. But I'm excited to see how it compares to some of the other cameras out there.
Yeah. We've got a lot of other Google stuff to talk about, so let's get into, speaking of cameras.
Yes.
The weirdest thing that Google announced.
But one thing before you say that is I want to see. So the aperture on the V30 is f1.6,
Okay.
so it's even better than the 1.8 that's on that. So I'm interested to see how much better it does in low light, because I can almost guarantee it'll do better in low light. It's just by
it depends on how good the processing is.
Well, the processing matters too, but the lower the aperture, the more light you have coming in. And so it's going to be better for low light photography.
It's a matter of if the software can handle it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
because Google does have
there's so much software stuff that goes on with phones
processing.
versus regular cameras, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have them in auto mode, there's a decent amount. But
Google
yeah,
has some of the
Google
best
has some of the best
processing.
software. I mean, they can remove the majority of lens flare
Yeah.
with their. So I mean, yeah, I agree. But LG's been known to do really good stuff with their cameras, especially video wise, and a low aperture is really important for phones.
Google Clips.
Google Clips.
The weirdest product announced ever, probably. So this is a camera that you don't pick what you record.
This is cool if it works as good as Google says. This is amazing.
So this camera uses artificial intelligence to decide when to record video and when to take photos. And that's what it does. So you have it clipped onto you, or you have it sitting off to the side somewhere.
Yeah.
This can be used so like if you have like a pet or a kid that's photo shy, they can just do stuff and the camera's supposed to just be like, that seemed like it was fun, let's take a picture of that.
Right. And so I think it's a great idea, and I bet you it'll work really well. Eventually, and I bet you one aspect of it will work really well when it first comes out. When people are smiling. Mm-hmm. Right, you put it in your room, you put it in like your house on like a countertop, right, or whatever. Yep. You have it set up over there, and then all of a sudden it notices, instead of having 2 or 3 people like you normally have, you have 8 people there, and they're all laughing and smiling. You probably want to save that event. Like, that's very easy to judge. Yeah. What's going to be hard is when you're walking your dog, and instead of taking pictures of your dog like, doing a trick or something weird, takes pictures of your dog taking a poop in the yard, right? And it's like, oh, you probably wanted to save this moment. It's like, I didn't want to save the dog pooping, but okay. Yeah. So that's my concern with it, is it's going to be good eventually, but at first it's going to be challenging.
We'll see. It just depends.
Battery life is my other question.
3 hours.
3 hours with AI, yeah. That's
it's
not
also
too
like
bad.
this big.
Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, because it's using an actual...
See, because if they can get this better when it comes to battery life and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you could have the future of, GoPro right here.
Theory. I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Ethereum? This AI software that they are working on will eventually be part of their Google Glass project, because we know they're working on this stuff.
Yeah, exactly, because that's the end goal with augmented reality, is something simple where just and if they can do this, they can identify things. They can also identify people and be like, hey, that's Joe over there, don't ask about his dog that died, it just happened and he's sad about it or whatever. It can gather that information and let you know in a heads-up display. That's ideal. Yeah. That's absolutely ideal.
So, yeah, this is supposed to auto-magically take pictures and video of just anything that it thinks is worth it.
It's cool.
So,
it's very cool.
We will see.
Too bad you have to set it up in advance.
Huh?
Too bad you have to set it up in advance and you have 3 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you just, clip it onto you when you're doing stuff for the day or...
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
I can see how it would... Because I can see, obviously, how it would have functional uses for people in social gatherings, because obviously if somebody smiles and it notices a smile, it'll start taking pictures or start taking video. My question is if you're just out and about on a hike or something, you see a really beautiful scene, how is it going to know at that point to take pictures and be like, ooh, there's a sun shaft?
It could be based on, it depends. If it has motion detection and stuff in it, it could be if it notices you stopping to look at something, the camera's like, oh, what is this? Why is this different?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the way it's going to have to function is there needs to be triggers that are very base level to then trigger the more complicated AI algorithms to so like you said, you stop somewhere and then the camera goes, oh, now let's kick into high gear and try and identify what they're looking at to see if it's important.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas doing that live is going to be more challenging, obviously. So, I mean, it probably depends, on how it's set up. I think it's a great idea and a good attempt. I think it's going to be garbage when it comes out.
I think this is going to be amazing for new parents.
Yeah, I agree. I think at first it'll be amazing for new parents and literally nobody else, but eventually it's the future of some kind of photography.
New parents are even what they're marketing it for.
Yeah, that's straight up new parents and pet owners, basically.
Yeah.
Or they're just testing their AI and they really don't care about it.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like, hey, point our AI at your children so it can learn things about them and tell you when they're happy and when they're sad and when they're playing with things.
This is your closest relative. Be a shame if they disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell Calvin to start breathing. I hear him breathing sheesh.
Yeah, I don't understand the statement. That's
You want him to start breathing? You mean stop breathing?
oxymoronic statement.
Yeah.
Start
Google Home Mini and Max.
Okay, Joel has a quick comment, and I want to address it. Hey, I know we don't have much time, but the other news we can get through like really fast. This was the big
I could spend like 3 hours just talking about the SpaceX stuff.
Okay, you could, but we're gonna be quick about that because BFR. So anyway, so Joel says, so he doesn't want Google recording your entire life. I agree. The idea is it only records when necessary. I would not want everything recorded, but you also, it's only when you want to use it, right? So AI scares the hell out of you. Like there's certain use cases that companies are investing in that seem to merit it, but something like recording me when I'm living my life normally is a big no from me. I understand. You know,
Joel knows where it's at.
Oh, he says, fuck my comment, go to SpaceX. Okay. Yes, Joel, I partially agree with you. You're right. All right, moving on.
Okay, let's just burn through this Google stuff real quick.
Yeah, we got a few more things, and then we got SpaceX. So Intel, we're pretty sure... Okay. Oh, wait, no more... Okay, Google Home Mini and Max. Yeah, so these are cool. I scrolled down further by accident and thought we were done.
So, seeing as how Amazon likes to throw out hundreds of different Echo products, Google's just doing that with home products now. So they now have the Home Mini and the Home Max. The Mini is $50. It's an Echo Dot competitor. It's just a little round puck that is Google.
You know, I think it looks more autistic, but doesn't look like it would fit as good.
Did you say autistic?
I said artistic.
He said autistic.
You did not put an R in there.
Okay, so anyway, I think... I apologize. That was not on purpose. So I think it looks more artistic, but I think that the Echo Dot fits into a lot of home decor better, depending on the style of your house. But things are moving towards a very angular material design, like minimal, and I think the Echo looks more minimal than this because of the weird colors on these.
One counter to that: glossy. And then there's the Echo Max.
Well, no, the Echo's not glossy.
The Echo Dot?
It is.
The
Yeah,
Echo
it
Dot?
is.
Not.
It has gloss on the side.
But, okay,
It's
but that's
literally
the
glossy.
smallest portion of it. Anyway,
That's like the main portion.
How cylinders work?
do you know that it's only this tall, and so the surface area of the top?
This whole section is glossy.
It's not that big. Okay, anyway.
I did this.
So the Home Mini is $49. Echo Dot competitor.
I just said that.
The Home Mat. I know you said that. I was trying to get us back into it.
Hey,
So
read Joel's comment real quick.
oh, did Joel make a comment? Okay. You know what? I did not say autistic, and I am sorry. Okay.
We're clipping that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Google Home Mini looks more autistic than the Echo Dot. I apologize to anybody that may have autism. I don't mean to be offensive.
Yeah, you should.
That was not on purpose.
Why do you know what autism looks like? Can you just look at somebody and be like...
Yeah, I can, yes, exactly. I have a superpower. I can identify objects by their scale of autism.
Autism?
Oh, man.
Oh,
I am
you're
sorry. I am sorry.
You're recording, don't lie to us.
Okay, so the Home Max is $399, and it's like the original Echo competitor. It's a good sounding speaker that's big. It's going to sound way better. The original Echo wasn't that great, but
it's
wasn't
more
terrible.
of a competitor to. It's more of a higher end version of the new Sonos One. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah, or maybe like a competitor to like the HomePod when that is available.
Did you hear about the Sonos One?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and it's beautiful.
Because Sonos announced a new speaker that's going to have Amazon Alexa built in, and it's also getting Google Home.
Yes, which is super dope.
How is that going to work?
I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know if you say like...
I have to imagine you
okay, I'm not going to use the trigger words, but if you say, okay, G, or if you say... hey, Echo...
okay, Google, or...
I hate you. Okay,
or
I would
Alexa,
imagine it activates the different
hey,
section.
Siri.
Yeah,
Hi, Bigsby. Wait, didn't trigger anything.
So yeah, Home Max, $400.
It's cool.
Yeah. Google Pixel Book.
Dumb. For one reason, but continue with the specs and I'll tell you why.
I want to know why it's dumb.
It's a touch keyboard. Ruins any product, period. The Surface, the original Surface, that had the touch cover, they stopped doing that because nobody liked it because it was abysmal to type on. It's worse than typing on a touch screen.
Okay, I didn't watch the Google Press event. What is the Google Book?
Okay, so the Pixel Book, okay, so it's a laptop, but the keyboard doesn't have movable keys. It's got soft touch keys, meaning it's like you push on them. They don't move at all. You tap them like you would a touch screen.
They seriously look like real keys. No,
they say they're soft touch keys. That's what they said about it, unless I'm completely wrong about this, and the article I read was incorrect.
The Google Home
Yeah.
I hate you. Let's see. Okay, so... Yeah, with soft touch keys, it said. Okay, but is that only one model then? Or is that... Here, hold on. I'm trying to find this. Whoops.
Research, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so
we can't do it
thin
beforehand.
keyboard is comfortable to use with soft touch keys and a backlit design.
I think that just means that the keys are like a softer feel.
That could be. Okay, when they said that, I thought they meant like touch keys, which
I didn't
ruins
see
literally
anybody
any product, but they
mention
look
that.
like they're movable. They look movable. I retract my statement. This thing's awesome.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I hated about it, and like, yeah. It's okay.
Hey,
never mind, because that ruined the Surface for me. I was like, if you don't buy the type cover, you're stupid.
It's the only new Pixel product with a headphone jack.
Hey, they did it right.
Until next year's Pixel Book 2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the thing is, too, if I didn't need to do productivity stuff, I would rather have a Chromebook. Because a high-end Chromebook, even though they're $1,000, you can get a high-end Windows machine for $1,000, like this XPS 13.
Or Surface.
Or Surface, or something like that. Well, Surface is even more.
Razor Blade Stealth.
Even more. Yeah, Razor Blade Stealth. But my point is that I actually, if you don't need Windows, Chrome OS on a high-end machine is going to be faster. You know, you're going to need to spend $4,000 or more to get a machine on Windows that feels as quick as a $1,000 Chromebook. You know, you still get the advantage there. What are you pointing at?
You're staring at me, not the camera.
I'm staring. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, making mistakes. So anyway,
Yeah, so the keys just feel soft to the touch.
okay, I like that then. Okay, because I was gonna say that was gonna make me mad. But anyway, my point is, I like the idea of a high-end Chromebook myself. I really do. It's just that I need to be able to use things like OBS, and that's pretty much it. I mean, well, no, I do coding and stuff now too, and work on the website. So I mean, yeah, but a Chromebook would be fine for.
Pretty sure you can work on WordPress in a web browser.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant websites if I do work for my dad, like
Oh.
through Dreamweaver and stuff. Sorry. But anyway, so
Could use
That
the
doesn't
Marvel
count.
HTML program.
you can shut your mouth, Calvin, because Dreamweaver's great. Okay.
That's sucking.
Now, anyway, so Pixelbook starts at $1,000, goes up to $1,649 with up to a 512 gigabyte NVMe drive, which I can't imagine how fast Chrome OS feels on NVMe. Like, holy balls, it's got to be stupid
Yeah.
fast.
Probably
Yeah.
fast.
A little bit.
And a $100 pen that comes with it.
No,
But
you
does
can
it
buy
charge? What?
You can buy it. It wouldn't be $100.
$100 pen that you can buy separately. I'm sorry, guys.
Is it
I've
autistic?
had a lot of hard work today, and I'm tired. So anyway, yeah. Does it stick out when you charge it? Does it charge the same way?
What?
Does it charge the same way as the Apple Pencil? Does it stick out to charge? Does it look
I
like
don't
it's, you're
think
gonna
so.
break it? It doesn't appear so. Probably has wireless charging, or it's just charged separately, or has a
Yeah.
AAA.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure because that was the real. I mean,
It's in 2004.
there's a lot
Wait,
of
so
things that still
can it
use
get
them,
towed
but,
for free?
Anyway, I hate like the Apple Pencil. It's like, hold on, let me charge my Apple Pencil. And it's just like, hey, don't break that, please. You mean don't break the thing that's sticking 8 inches out of the side of your tablet that's being held on by something that is an 1/8 inch thick?
I mean, you could just not touch it.
Calvin, read the chat.
The chat is beautiful.
No, above that, way above that.
Oh, anybody that may have autism? Yeah, I know, I already read
Okay.
that.
It's beautiful. Also, dude, JJJ Movie says, which one of you little boys can I buy? Show me your pencils.
He's the youngest.
Yep, we've already determined this.
So why does it like okay? So apparently these guys talk about like if somebody wanted to buy one of us, who'd they buy?
Huh?
And
No,
that
it just
would
We
be-
defaults.
voted you off the island.
Or it just
Yeah.
it just defaults to me because I'm young.
Yeah.
And you have the most stuff we can take.
I hate you. I hate you.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I hate
Sure,
you.
you can take all this computer stuff.
Deal.
Yeah.
I'll sell his computer stuff and buy one of those chairs.
Cool.
So Joel says, yeah, the pencil charges 30 minutes and 15 seconds. That's true, and it also has really long battery life if you give it a full charge, but it still bugs me. Still bugs me because it looks really, interesting sticking out of.
It's invalid because you don't like headphone jacks.
So then there's
Thanks, Calvin.
Then there was the Pixel Buds.
So the Pixel Buds, they're ugly as hell.
Okay.
Like here, I'll show them on stream. If I could type, that'd help. Okay, let's see. Do they have a Pixel Buds?
I would like to point out, it is not you guys. It is you guy. It is Ethan.
Pixel Buds. These is on Google's website directly. My God, they're gross.
Meh.
Like the design's just so gross in my opinion. I mean, it's okay. I mean
when they're in your ear, they
realistically,
you're
coming from the guy that wears these. They're beautiful, but they're the same size. Oh, they're gorgeous, but they're
those
the same
look like you're
size
trying to like wear jewelry.
They're gorgeous, but they the thing is they stick in your ear the same way like these do. So
I think they look a lot worse in the image than they do in like the image of a person.
Maybe, but I don't know. I just don't personally like the look of them. I guess when they're in your ear, they're not as noticeably ugly.
Also, they have black ones.
The black ones will help. They're shaped like the ear pods on one side, though, which is funny. And yeah, so help me speak Japanese is what this girl says.
Yeah, so they do have some really nice features.
She says that without like moving her mouth, dude. That's impressive.
Shut up. So they can tie into Google Translate.
Yes.
And do live translation. So the idea would be you would hold out your phone towards the person that you're talking to. You talk.
And it translates through the speaker.
And it translates through the speaker.
Yes.
And then they talk, and it translates into your earbuds.
Yeah, and I love that idea. I think it's a very cool thing. We'll have to see how well it works live.
And unlike Braggy's wireless earbuds that have translation, you don't have to pay a fucking monthly transaction.
Yep.
Yeah, Braggies use a third-party service that require a monthly subscription.
Well, it's all got to be AI based. It's all server based, so they got to pay for the servers somehow. Google has the money to pay for that separately. Braggy doesn't.
They don't pay for it; they own the servers.
Well, yeah, but they're paying for the electricity, and they bought the servers in the first place.
Yeah, they got to use them somehow.
That's true. But I do like the idea of being able to touch it and give it commands. I think that's actually useful.
If I'm buying $300 headphones, I shouldn't have to pay a monthly service charge for anything.
Okay, I agree with that statement. I don't know if anybody heard him, but I agree with that statement.
I said if I'm buying $300 earbuds, I shouldn't have to pay a monthly service charge for anything.
See, when you're on stream, Daniel, and you want people to hear you when you're whispering, you have to pretend to whisper.
I didn't want them to hear that.
I shouldn't blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's what you should do. So, anyway, going back to us. So, yeah. They're interesting. They're $169.
Yeah.
Cool, let's see, what else is there?
Oh, and they have Google Assistant functionality only when on Android phones. It's not actually built into the headphones.
Oh, yeah, which makes sense.
They can also only get software updates on Android phones. So if you have an iPhone and you buy those headphones, you can't get software updates.
You're buying them with audio, and that's it.
Yes.
And I bet you they don't sound excellent. I mean, a lot of it's the functionalities and the touch sensor. Along with the
hey, they are designed for high quality audio.
I mean, they say that, but anybody can use the word high quality. Okay, so moving on from
unless
Google.
It costs at least $500. It's not high quality to you.
Exactly. Now, moving on from Google. So, Intel accidentally oopsie-doozied and released the 8700K for purchase. Now, you can't buy it now, but it's still listed on Newegg under Auto Notify. But ARC has been updated with this. So I think Intel made a big oops because none of the reviews are out yet, and we know every big YouTuber. I mean, there's been rumored reviews. What?
Oh, the ARC part was, but are we sure that Intel was the ones that accidentally listed? I think it might have just been Newegg.
It may have just been Newegg, but either way, Intel announced they basically released the official specs, but the sucky thing is, the specs are out, Newegg released it, but the reviewers aren't allowed to put up the reviews. They're probably already done with them, it's just a matter of the NDA, and Intel could just send out an email to everybody, yeah, go ahead and upload it. But, anyway, so going over the specs, it's exactly what we expected.
There would be problems with them doing that, because not everyone likely has it done.
Oh,
and the whole point of NDAs and
is everybody releases at the same time.
Is to get everyone ready to.
Yeah. Okay, so 6-core, 12-thread, exactly as expected. The i7 8700K, again, is what we're talking about. 3.7 gigahertz base, 4.7 gigahertz boost. The all-core boost thing that we ranted about in 2 or 3 WordCasts doesn't appear to exist on this one, so that's a good thing. Still a 95-watt TDP. So it looks like what Intel did is hopefully they either listened or realized they were stupid about that all-core boost and just went, yeah, let's just have an all-core base that's lower and a higher turbo. Because if you notice, like the turbo, or the base on the 7700K, I believe is 4.5 gigahertz. No, that's the boost. What's the base? The base is 4.2 gigahertz. So, they dropped it down to 3.7 gigahertz base instead because they added 2 cores. They got to stay, in that 95 watt TDP goal. So, kind of understandable there just for the 95 watt TDP thing, which is most people go, why not just increase the TDP a little bit and get you better performance if they can? Well, part of that is A, overclocking looks good for a product, but B, if you want to put it in laptops, you probably don't want to go higher than 95 watt TDP right now, realistically. Like the 6700K was also a 95 watt as far as I understand, and like they put that in laptops. I'm looking 91 watts, so a little bit lower, but like you don't really want to, like that thing gets 90 degrees C in my laptop. So since that's happening, Intel wants to stay under a certain TDP, but overclocking is gonna, I'm sure, be ridiculous on this thing. I mean, I would guess 5.5 gigahertz is gonna be somewhat common, and like the lottery winners is gonna be like 5.7. That's my
we'll see.
Guess.
From what I saw,
but we don't know for sure.
Earlier today, 5 gigahertz was kind of the expectation that every chip could hit.
That could be. Well, I know the 7700K, it was more common for it to hit 5.1, 5.2 gigahertz. And I think the stream's failing again. Oh, no, it's just loading over there. I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Stop saying I think.
Okay. I like Dude JJJ Movies. He says, I can use that term too. High quality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Z370 boards are available
Wait, I think
now.
it's frozen.
Yeah, I think we are. No, that's quick.
Something's going on with YouTube.
Notify the people. I'm trying to make sure the dog doesn't hit the camera.
Yes.
Because if she moves, we'll have a bad day.
Yeah, Ethan will.
I will try and find it.
This is sad.
But I will make sure your dog makes it.
Hey, I did say try and get everyone on Twitch.
Here, I'm gonna... Can I link that legally in the YouTube chat?
Yes.
What?
There you guys go. Go...
I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just allow it.
Good. Well, I mean, I just wanted
he's
to make
the
sure there wasn't
owner.
something weird. I'm the owner of it all, though. That's true.
But so Z370 boards are available on Newegg.
Okay, so Z370 boards are available on Newegg. Lots of them. Well,
Yeah.
sort by highest price, please.
It's like $200-something.
Well, I'm interested the there's like the the $300 or $400 outliers
There's not.
that are not common.
$500 for the Godlike.
$500 for the Z. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, Z370 Godlike is $500.
And then the next highest priced one is an ASRock. And then Gigabyte.
ASRock's been making high end stuff lately. It's weird because I don't know if it's actually that good or not. Well, we have another person on the stream now. Over here on Twitch. So hello, go ahead and comment on Twitch if you're watching. I don't know if you guys came from the YouTube one or not. Not sure what's going on with YouTube, but Twitch tends to be more reliable with live streams, it seems anyway. So
Back up, so, man.
YouTube's back up too. Okay, well sorry everybody, by the way, that maybe missed some stuff that we were talking about on YouTube here. I put the Twitch link in the chat, so go there if you guys want to see something more reliable. YouTube's having issues right now for some reason. But Twitch generally handles live streaming a little bit better anyway. So not as good quality, but meh. Okay, so 8700K looks good. I mean, but my thoughts are, if you are... So, in gaming, it's still going to beat Ryzen, just like the 7700K and the 6700K, especially because of overclockability and very faintly higher IPC. Like, we're talking like 5, maybe 10% IPC improvement, and most of it just coming from the fact that, you can only get about 4.1, 4.2 if you're really lucky on Ryzen when it comes to gigahertz.
Yeah.
Whereas with like a 7700K, you can hit like 5 or 5.1 sometimes. Or even there have been a few that have hit 5.2. I don't know if anybody's hit 5.3 stable on a 7700K. But, so you're still going to win in gaming. Adding the cores is cool because I bet you this is going to perform almost identically to a Ryzen 8 core on multi-threaded, but better on single-threaded, and you're paying like an extra, $50 for it. So if $50 is worth better single-threaded performance to you, it might be worth it. And you will have a little bit better platform when it comes to motherboards. The motherboards for Z370 are not that great right now. For Threadripper X399, they're incredible. Some of the nicest boards I think the world's ever seen, other than, server stuff, which don't count. But Z370, you're going to get probably higher-end boards, higher-end platform, more expandability and stuff like that, whereas Ryzen has been a little bit limiting on that part, which makes which makes me sad because I really like high-end motherboards. I'm a little bit of a motherboard whore. And, like, the highest-end micro ATX motherboard for Ryzen is $90. It's nothing special. It's got like 4 SATA ports. It's MSI, and it's got like 4 SATA ports and an M.2 NVMe. Like, it's nothing that special. And budget stuff's great, but these motherboard companies need to not necessarily focus Ryzen with budget, because they don't do the same thing with the cheaper Intel stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I still think probably if you're looking to multitask and you're looking to render and stuff, it's going to be less money, partly because of that motherboard being cheap, or cheaper motherboards being available, to just go with a Ryzen 8 core like a 1700. But it's going to be pretty good competition, I think, actually now with the 6 cores. But Threadripper is still going to own this, and so I don't know. It's interesting, because now we're going to have a scenario where we have 8 cores and 6 cores performing nearly identical, as my guess, in multi-threaded, one being better in single-threaded. The 8 core probably still winning out a little bit in multi-threaded, both being available on laptops.
Yeah.
But the key is, laptops, if you put the 1700 in there, it's a 65-watt TDP. So you can get really good performance out of it, and you're going to have less heat, less noise, not as big of a laptop to do it. So, I don't know, it's definitely interesting, but I guess we'll kind of see. Stream is... Are we getting comments? Because I'm not seeing any comments.
No.
So I don't know if something's broken on YouTube or if people are just being pooey and not commenting.
I think
you got 2 watching on YouTube.
That's true, yeah, because it crashed. People probably left. We have 1 more on Twitch, but no comments on Twitch. Well, anyway...
But I'm pretty sure that's just me and you.
Well, no, he's the only one that counts, because I'm signed in on Twitch on both of these. He's not signed in the WordTech Twitch.
Yes, there's 2 WordTech and Tech.
No, it doesn't count WordTech. It doesn't count you.
Yeah, it does.
The count on Twitch does not count you.
It does.
If he when we're, that's why it normally sits at 1. It's been at 1. It went from 1 to 2 just like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, so it doesn't count you. I think it used to, but they fixed that. Anyway, so moving on to a little bit more PC news. Western Digital released a 14 terabyte helium-filled drive. So this is interesting because they released their 12 terabyte well after Seagate released their 12 terabyte. And so Seagate was ahead when it came to the storage race, although we're still waiting for Hammer from Seagate. But yeah, 14 terabyte hard drives, helium fill. It's actually made by HGST because, you know, Western Digital apparently knows or owns everybody. But it is real. You can buy it. I haven't seen it on Amazon yet, but you can, in theory, buy it. And it comes with a 5-year warranty, which is pretty solid for a hard drive, realistically. So 14 terabyte drive, impressive. But, I mean, I'm going to be going with 10 4 terabytes, so whatever, in my nest. So, Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM. Yes, so finally RGB RAM is getting a little bit more affordable, especially on the likes of Corsair, because it was only in, like, I believe it was the Dominator stuff, and it was really expensive. So Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM can be controlled, luckily, by Asus AuraSync, Gigabyte RGB Fusion, and MSI Mystic LightSync, and I'm assuming a Corsair utility. So there's lots of ways to control it, and you can also make it adapt directly to your system colors, which is super dope. They come in white and black, so it's nice to see that there's white models in case you're doing a white theme and one RGB, which is what I'm doing, so I'm hoping to get my hands on these. Up to 16 gigabyte DIMMs, and you can get them in kits of 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, and 128 gigabytes. No 64 gigabyte kit, which is weird. I mean, you just buy 2 32s, but it's just weird. There's no 64 with like a little discount. 3000 megahertz with cast latency 15 on the 8 giga, or on the no, I think that's on the, yeah, it's on the 8 gigabyte model. 3600 megahertz, but with the cast latency of 18 on the 16 gigabyte DIMMs. Because they have 8 and 16, there's not like 4s, and there's not 32 gig DIMMs. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I hope to get some. It's a little spendy, but not as spendy as like Dominator or whatever. So
now, when am I going to get my 5 terabytes of RAM per chip per slot?
Yeah, you need 5 terabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you can get 2 on Threadripper.
I need it just to use Chrome.
Yes.
Just so I can pin a billion tabs.
You don't know anybody that does that. And you don't know anybody that buys ultra-wide monitors just so they do that.
On to SpaceX.
Anyway, so yeah, we've got like 15 minutes to talk about SpaceX and some channel stuff. So yeah, SpaceX. Wow.
Oh man, so there was a lot of stuff to talk about.
We have 15 minutes.
Yes.
This is going to be a 15-minute Muskathon.
15-minute Muskathon, also known as overcompensating for something.
So,
we're going to have a Muskathon, guys. Sorry. No.
Sorry, that's what everyone wanted to watch.
Elon Musk had a big announcement, or
I don't know if Joel's still here, though.
speech.
He was the one that was really wanting to see that, and it looks like he might be gone.
Yeah.
Joel, comment if you're still here. I hope you are, because we're talking about the Muskathon now.
So Elon Musk was speaking at the International Astronautical Congress. I believe this was an event in Australia. Essentially, what he was talking about was the plan for the Mars mission. Now, for those that didn't see it before, he kind of talked about this plan for their interplanetary rocket that would essentially they would launch one rocket full of people up into orbit of Earth, and another rocket to refuel that, and then the original rocket full of people and now full of fuel would then go to Mars.
Well, there's going to be another one, too, to go along with it, right? Was the plan with supplies. One with people, one with supplies.
They could fit supplies and people all in, though. One.
Well, they could, but I think I thought the plan was 2 of them.
No, the plan was
okay.
More and more rockets full of people every window. Because there's a window to Mars every, I think it's like 18 months or almost 2 years.
Like when we're closest to it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not so much it's when our orbits line up, so that by the time they leave us to when they would get to Mars, we would be closest, or would be the shortest distance.
Okay, it makes the shortest distance is what matters. Okay.
So
optimal flight pattern.
So the plan is more and more people to go there. Now, one of the big problems with that rocket being that this isn't a for-profit mission is how do you fund it?
Yep.
So the plan is...
So you use Elon.
Yeah, so Elon Musk's plan to fund this is to ditch the Falcon 9 design, ditch the Falcon Heavy design, and ditch the Dragon spacecraft. So their current stuff and what they're working on. All are going to get
ditched. None of that's all getting ditched. Okay, I thought they were still going to do that. Eventually.
So here's the plan.
So they're still going to do those things, though. It's just they're not going to be like long-term things.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So they're still going to finish the Falcon Heavy, which is the only thing in that list that they aren't done with. And those are going to be used for a while. And then they're going to keep building them and stockpile them. And then, a few years from now, they'll just stop. They'll have multiple years' worth of launches. So they'll build up, at let's say
for satellites and stuff, they'll be set. They'll be
let's say they increase to 50 flights a year. They'll build up, 200-300 Falcon 9s, maybe 20 Falcon Heavies, and a bunch of Dragons.
Well, they wouldn't even need that many because they're reusable.
They would want more because expendable missions, things like that. The plan is that they want to build up enough that they can just stop until this rocket's ready.
So no more making.
And they don't know when this rocket's going to actually be ready. They have an estimate, but they don't know for sure.
Although Elon's estimates are usually pretty spot on.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason we have Elon time, and no, they're not.
I thought they were.
No, I'll explain that in a second. Not even close. There's a reason Elon time is a thing.
I have not heard that.
It's because it's not. He's never on time.
Oh, okay.
He sets very optimistic timetables. So the current plan is 2022 would be the first Mars mission, and that would be just supplies, and then 2024 would be
kind of
people.
getting it ready.
Yeah. 2024 would be people.
Yeah, which is super cool. 7 years.
Yeah, that's very.
That is in probably everybody that's watching this lifetime.
Yeah. Now the way that this rocket system would, work is it would be one rocket for everything. So for satellite launches, for low Earth orbit, for anything like longer range
ISS
orbit.
resupplying.
Yeah, for ISS resupplying, which is where it takes place of the Dragon. For moon missions, for Mars missions, all one rocket system. And Elon Musk also finally brought up dealing with space debris.
Oh, I did not hear
because
about this
the way that the rocket would work as far as launching satellites is that the satellite optimized version of the spacecraft would just have a giant, like the entire top half pretty much can open up to let go for the satellites.
Okay.
So the same thing can be done to just kind of chomp the existing stuff out of space.
Oh, sweet.
So
sweet. So it just it just goes up and like Calvin just said it Pac-Man's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just there goes.
And if you get going at the right speed, it's not going to create too much of an impact, so it wouldn't have a significant amount of damage on the inside, so they can just reinforce the inside and have it just grab stuff out of space.
That's good, because we have space debris, including satellites.
SpaceX is going to be the first space trash company, most likely.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
See, I still think we just need to take all of our trash once in a while and just put it in space and launch it directly towards the sun.
No.
Not with, like, rocket fuel. I just mean enough
No.
momentum to keep it going and just aim it. And just
I vote no.
Why don't you want to literally burn all of our trash into the space to do nothing? No, it wouldn't be, though, because you're not using rockets.
Crack?
You still have to launch rockets into space.
Yes, but we have reusable rockets now, so who
they
cares?
still cost millions and millions a launch.
Towards the sun.
I mean, then we wouldn't have trash problems here. Then we wouldn't have trash problems here. And you could say, I threw it away, I can never get it back, and mean it.
Since this guy hasn't seen Futurama, there's a problem with doing that is addressed in Futurama. What happens when it comes back?
Why would it come back?
Gravity.
It's called science, you idiot. Oh my god.
To be fair, they just threw it in space, not at the sun.
Yeah.
But see,
If you threw it straight to the sun, though, it wouldn't probably get straight to the sun.
I'm talking about... Okay, anyway. Big
to
fucking
get
rocket.
From Earth to the sun, you need to use rocket fuel.
And even if you had a rocket the size of a barge...
It's a really big slingshot.
Billions of those.
No, it's a really big slingshot, and we just put, like cubes of compressed garbage in it and just...
That's what we could do with high school kids.
Yeah, great idea.
Okay, give them a slingshot.
Hey, you failed my class. Time to meet the sun.
I know you liked watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but not everything they do in that show is realistic, and not all of it do they actually do.
What are you talking about? How is that related to trash in space?
They literally had an entire plot about shooting stuff into the sun. This was like before S.H.I.E.L.D. collapse.
I remember that, but I don't remember the specifics.
Spoiler alert?
Weird. Anyway.
They literally... No, it's like 2 episodes.
But it wasn't garbage.
Still.
No, it was just stuff that they aren't going to use.
Oh, duh! Yes, okay, they called it the slingshot, too, didn't they?
Yes!
I'm sorry.
I thought that's what you were getting your name from.
No, I was being legit, like a giant slingshot, but okay. Anyway,
So yeah, the plan for this rocket...
Can we say the name yet?
The code name is BFR.
What do you think that stands for?
Overcompensation.
Big fucking rocket.
To be fair, it is literally the biggest rocket ever, so it would be a big fucking rocket. That is just an accurate name.
What are you hiding, Musk?
He's hiding lots of money.
I'm sure... No, I don't think he hides money. I think Elon's that guy, like his parents told him you need to save your money when you were a kid, and he's like, no!
No, his parents were like, don't die. Because he grew up during apartheid in South Africa.
That's true, but you get my point. It's like you know, the parents were like, they were those kind of parents they tell you to save money, and the kid goes no, and then he sticks with it. And he's like, look, I'm a multi-millionaire, and I spend all my money and all my company's money on actually doing things. Whoa. Wait, does that mean the world would be a better place if companies that had billions of dollars spent their money on innovation?
No.
Removing headphone jacks?
Like better internet?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Anyway, so yeah, no, seriously, I hate that anyway. That's a topic I can go on about for hours.
Yeah, so one of the other really interesting things, as I mentioned, one of the options for this rocket would be launches to the moon. Well, Elon Musk kind of just posted an Instagram pic of like a design for a moon base, so there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'd be okay with a moon base.
I mean, no, I'm against a moon base because
it's
a
also
moon base
illegal.
is like removing a headphone jack.
It is illegal.
Why would we build something like that when we already have
a headphone jack?
When we already have one place to do it at.
To be fair, though, Elon Musk posting on Instagram of a moon base doesn't really mean much considering Futurama did the exact same thing with the moon episode where Bender goes into witness protection.
Futurama, not a sponsor. All credit goes to them, and please no copyright.
They can't copyright.
I know they can't copyright us talking about it. I know, I'm kidding.
Technically under parody, since we were just commenting and critiquing it.
It's called free use, Ethan.
Fair use, you dumb shit.
Joe made a good point. He's like, yeah, if they spent the money, then they can't brag about how they have 20 billion instead of 19 billion.
Actually, he said over 19 billion.
Shut up. So stuff. Okay, stuff. So yeah. Stuff and flying. You put those in the doc like they were talking points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we kind of already did, huh?
Yeah.
We talked about stuff and flying. But we didn't talk about it getting somewhere on the planet.
And I was getting to that.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. I wasn't done.
Then go.
I'm not done.
Holy shit, will one of you start talking?
He's not done, guys.
No, I'm not going to
I love our live stream. It's beautiful.
So, going back to the moon stuff, because I actually had something.
I don't know. Okay, so for those of you that are watching after the fact or aren't paying attention to chat, Mirko is a partner of ours. He works with us for We're Taking his videos for us, in case you don't know. He says, everyone...
For you!
He says, everyone, tomorrow I will be doing a lawnmower live stream, 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Mirko, if I don't see that lawnmower live stream at 7 p.m.,
Dude.
I will find you.
Yeah, Calvin wants to see that lawnmower live stream.
If you don't have that lawnmower live stream, I will go to PSU and hunt you down.
Like, seriously, dude, you've got to do a lawn... You know what? We should do We should do WordCast sometime and actually do a lawnmower live stream instead.
No.
We
should do WordCast out in the backyard one day.
Yeah, we'll do that on the deck sometime. Yeah, we'll do that on the deck sometime.
WordCast where we're arguing over stupid shit like headphone jacks for 30 minutes.
We should do WordCast where we argue about stupid shit for 30 minutes.
Peak viewers.
Hey, where's Felipe? I need to get Felipe in here so that he can, like...
We don't have time.
We don't have time.
Continue.
No, we do not have time.
Okay, continue about the SpaceX. Continue.
Okay, so... Elon Musk, this isn't the first time he's really talked about the moon, although it is the first time about the moon base. There is an existing plan for, at some point, likely next year, a mission around the moon just for rich people. Two rich people approached SpaceX saying they wanted to pay them lots of money to send them on a trip around the moon. And SpaceX said yes, because obviously they want money.
Yeah, I mean, it helps. Yeah.
So... That might happen.
Those two people are like removing the headphone jacks for Apple.
Wait, did Mirko actually... Did you actually do a lawnmower live stream, Mirko? He says I did one last week. I'm going to start streaming random things. I hope that's not true. But anyway.
I hope that is true.
I do hope that's true, actually. So anyway, flying around the moon, they'll get funding that way. Rich people.
That's one way.
Which is great. I mean, hey, I like Elon's idea with that, actually. Some of the ideas he's had, like, with super premium priced things.
Does that qualify as his idea if people came to him?
Shut up. My point is, what I like about them doing that and the way that they do that is that's like saying, hey, guys that have way too much money, hey, here's an incentive to give it to a good cause since you're not actually willing to do it on your own. Like, that's how I feel like. It's kind of like, hey, we're going to pretend this is a product, but really we just want lots of money from you, please.
Yeah.
So, hey, give us $1 billion, we'll fly you around the moon.
Also, he was talking about how this thing could get to Jupiter with a low payload, but it would need to refuel in order to return.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
Fuel rocket to Jupiter
and
have it go through it because it's
also, the way that this thing refuels with other versions, so the way that this would work for,
does it
like, it does.
Yeah, because
it docks. This is a big fucking rocket that docks.
Yes. So for Mars missions, in order for it to get there and come back, or in order for it to get there, it would need to, as I previously mentioned, launch into space and then refuel and then go. So the way that this would work is it would literally, so let me use this as an example.
Yeah, you can use the S8, just don't use my BB. Continue.
Yeah. So I'm going to use these as the example. So this is the rocket that's going to Mars, and this is the piece of shit that's not.
Basically.
So they would literally
Accurate.
back to back just go like this to refuel. And they would use the existing fuel lines that are going to be used to connect the main rocket, the first stage, with the second stage.
So what you're telling me is two big fucking rockets will fly into space and dock and then refuel.
They will dock back to back.
They will dock back to back and refuel each other.
Yes.
They'll refuel each other too.
By touching butts.
Wow, this is
one of them just farts into the
I think we know what Elon likes.
Yeah.
We can make an assumption. I'm just kidding. Don't take any offense to that, please. Don't sue me. No. I'm kidding. Okay. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
Earth to Earth.
We don't have time.
This is more important than anything else.
We have 3 minutes. Go.
But we have a food question.
Okay.
Felipe joined specifically for it. Shut your mouth. We do.
So,
turn around.
The other plan, the other thing that was shown at the end of this event, was that Elon Musk was talking about an Earth level travel. So if you wanted to get, let's say, from, I don't know, Portland to Australia, so you could be a
I
weirdo.
work in Australia every day.
You could.
You could.
You literally could. Because you would be able to get from any major city to any other major city in under an hour.
And the idea behind it is that it'll be about the price of a standard plane ticket. Which
Because
there are
it's
people
just the
that
cost of
fly
fuel.
every day for their
Yeah.
job, and they pay for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if your job's worth that much, cool.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
And
cool.
you could live somewhere really cheap and work somewhere that pays a lot of money.
Yeah,
This is gonna be like a globally an economic
Yes.
equalizer.
It's really
in a
cool,
way.
actually. So, like, basically, Eon's like, how can we innovate on travel? Like, everything he's doing is travel related, right? You know, it's like, how can we travel the galaxy? How can we travel the planet quick? How can we travel short distances quickly? How can we travel without using up all of our resources and killing
How
the planet?
can we travel while also being able to sit there on our phones?
You guys
Yes,
are so
basically.
hopeful about this
Is
whole,
that- is that all of that?
globalization thing, as if like you can live in America and work in Australia legally.
Huh?
You need to be a citizen of Australia in order to work there.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just like be here. It's like I'm gonna go to Australia now.
I'm gonna go.
Now
I'm gonna
work
go on
here.
my interview in Australia. And now I'm
Yeah.
gonna work here.
Just let me in. No
This
big
is
deal.
true. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
but
though. I
for
don't know.
certain occupations, and especially ones that would also be profitable or would pay enough to do that,
Yeah.
you could probably get a work visa.
Yeah, in those situations, but those are very rare situations.
Yeah,
But it's not like everybody
But
on the
the-
planet's gonna be flying around in rockets in 3 years.
I'm talking about like very select.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
talking
saying,
about
like,
rich
it is a
people that do
theoretical
that.
possibility.
Yeah, but
I'm just
okay.
saying, like you were like going off, you're like, man, you can work in Australia, you can live in like bumfuck nowhere.
To Australia.
Well, no, yeah. So you go from Australia to Australia,
all the way around the world.
all the way around the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bumfuck Nebraska, and I can work, and I can just like walk out my door, and there's a rocket just waiting.
Well,
for
no.
me.
Here's the future of transportation, though.
Rockets.
You drive your electric car from your house to a Hyperloop station. Get in Hyperloop, take it to a rocket, and take the rocket somewhere else.
and then get in a rocket.
And then go dock with a rocket. Okay, so
And that's the show, you guys.
yeah, well, no, we're gonna go a little bit over because we have two things. So first, we have some channel stuff, but the most important thing is Felipe joined. Felipe joined for our food question of the week. Chicken or beef? Chicken or beef? Okay, you get over here, Calvin. You get over here. You're gonna come.
Chicken.
Get over here. You're gonna come into
I'm
this.
not going in to answer the question because I just did.
The answer is chicken.
What kind of a stupid question is that? The only
Wait a minute.
The only justification.
Wait. So you're telling me that every person in this room right now, including me, agrees that chicken is better than beef, and there's not an argument this time?
The
Yes.
only justification.
That's not okay, Felipe.
End of show. No, end of show.
Felipe, we need to. No muting. We have
just
time.
Talk about the channel updates, please.
Felipe, can you not mute
I'm not
my mic?
muting it.
The only justification.
It's not muted.
Here, I'll give you
So
a
we all
slight
agree on
argument.
chicken being better than beef, but
Here, I will take the point of beef. Okay. Burgers. Who doesn't love a baconator, right?
Chicken
that's a good
burger.
point.
Yeah, those are just.
So we're gonna go with. Let's go with Mexican food or Chinese food.
Chinese food.
Was it muted?
No.
Oh, Joe says Mexican food or Chinese food. So
Chinese.
food.
Chinese. No, we need more. Wait.
We do not need more arguments. We have to go to bed.
Wait,
I have to work tomorrow.
I don't care. You're working right now.
That's it. I need to go buy a joint.
So Felipe also earlier, I think he asked ice cream or cake, was it? I don't know, he retracted the message.
Pie or cake?
Pie or cake? Pie or cake, guys. Pie or cake? Cake.
Cake.
Felipe, you're ruining the stream. You're not asking
Channel updates.
complicated
Channel
okay.
updates.
So we're gonna move to channel
We
stuff.
spent so much time arguing about headphone jacks that we don't need to argue about food this week.
Okay, I'll give you that. Thanks for trying, Felipe. You and Joe, you guys tried real hard.
Do or do not, there is no try. You failed. Try again next time.
Try.
Okay.
Do not, there's no try. Try again.
So,
What?
I have some channel things to talk about. So first off, I've been saying this for a while, but the website is almost ready. I just need to get ads on it, and we're going to start posting content. So there will be consistent content on the website, news articles.
Give us money and then
soon.
you can use the website.
Shut up.
Click every
No, I
ad
need to put
that
ads
you
on the
spend.
website, and
That can actually
yeah,
be
so that's a thing. And we're going to start posting more stuff on the website. The goal is to have like consistent news content for you guys, potentially fully written reviews in the future. There'll be There'll be people.
There'll be peens by August.
There will be people that you have not seen, not which those two words go together as peen, okay? So there will be people that you have not seen in the videos or heard on the live stream that will also be doing articles. There are other people that work with WordTech that don't do video work, or at least they should be working with WordTech. So anyway, there'll be consistent content, so that'll be cool. We got some projects coming up for you guys, so video-related projects. So first off, I'm redoing some networking stuff in here, so that'll be fun. I also have a build video of my workstation coming up, but that's probably a month or so away.
When's the next cable management video?
The next cable management video will probably be whenever it's a mess again, so like really soon.
Right now?
right now.
It's,
No,
isn't even like 3 weeks old and it's already fucking disgusting.
I told
not
him
disgusting. It's quite nice still. I can't do anything about those.
I
can't
told
do anything
him
about
that
those.
he needs to do a monthly cable management.
A monthly
series.
cable management series. Like, that would be so. It's so much work, dude. And I spend like $200 every time I do cable management. So anyway, let's not talk about. So anyway, I hate you guys. I'm also gonna have a NAS build coming up. That's probably not till like January, so that's a little ways off. But I'm building a 40 terabyte free NAS, so that'll be really fun, and as compact chassis as possible. So that's
in other words, no expandability.
No, the expandability is adding bigger drives. You replace the 4 terabytes with like 8 or 10 terabytes.
No expandability.
Literally all the expandability.
Not all.
I don't want to add higher quantity than 10 of drives, because then I have to get a fucking rack.
Anyways.
Okay, so
Sheldon's turning.
I'm going to be reaching out to companies soon for more review products, so that we're not just getting stuff from Roseville. Thanks to Roseville, if any of them are watching, for the sponsor, or not really sponsorship, but kind of by giving us products to review. We really appreciate that. But we're going to be reaching out to more companies to try and get more stuff to review, so that'll be awesome. Also, WordCast Lite, which comes out tomorrow, as well as my Friday video will be a little bit late. I normally get WordCast Lite finished editing the day before, but there's so much news today that I'm going to have to add to it, so I didn't film it yesterday anyway. So tomorrow I've got to film, edit, and upload WordCast Lite, and then Friday I've got a video, actually, it's a durability overview of the S8.
So is it
It'll
gonna
be late
is the thumbnail
Friday.
Going to be the
So-
S8 just dirty?
Basically, no. So 7 a.m. upload's not happening for tomorrow or Friday, but it should be back to that on Monday. And then don't forget about the forums, everybody. We've got forums. I've spent quite a bit of work trying to get those up and running, so feel free to make an account and post in the forums, because we want to try and get more people in there, because forums are no fun without people, so we need people to make the forums successful. Let's see. And 1,000 sub video coming soon. Like I said earlier, when I think it was Joel. I think it was Joel, not Joe. Yeah, because Joe came later. So Joel, when he mentioned congrats for 1,000 subs. So we are over 1,000 subscribers now. Thank you everybody that's helped with that. And there's going to be a special video with the whole WordTech team coming up. That'll be pretty exciting. Don't know when though, because we don't even know what we're going to do for the video. But we're going to think of something cool.
You could buy a cake and then eat it.
We could buy a cake and eat it, so you can have your cake and eat it too. That'll be the title of the video.
I don't want cake.
And eat it too. They can't.
That's a good point. You can eat the cake on live stream. Be like, you guys can't eat cake, but here's cake. You said you like cake better than pie.
You're ruining it for everybody.
I'm trying to eat healthy.
Cake?
He can buy you cake.
He can buy you cake, just yourself.
Yeah, dude. Everybody can buy cake.
Why did you sound like?
You can buy you cake.
No, you sounded like a clown.
Felipe says he'll have a better food question next week, by the way. So thank you, Felipe. Yeah, because I mean, we had like 4 food questions and we all agreed it was the end of the world. But sometimes we have more people here, and that helps. That helps because there's more opinions.
Yeah, because like Alex would have said anything different than chicken.
Well, but the chick. I'm not just saying the chicken one.
Wrong? He would have said anything other than beef?
That's what he's saying. Chicken. No, he's saying he would have. He's saying
chicken.
like he would have said anything other than chicken.
So he would have.
He was being sarcastic.
Yes.
Shut up, Calvin. You're.
End of show.
I was gonna say something.
I know what you were gonna say. Don't say it. End of show.
You were being very artistic there, Calvin. So
I want to say something real quick.
what do you want to say, Calvin?
Tonight, League of Legends World Championship starts. The group stage starts here in about 55 minutes. If you guys want to watch, if you guys like video games and esports,
I'll be in bed
League of
then.
Legends is a really great place to start. If you don't want to watch it tonight, there'll be a VOD in the morning.
So definitely, you guys should check that out. Calvin, start preparing more esports news every week. Come on, bro. We gotta have an esports section. Mirko has a response to what you just said, though. Calvin is a beta female.
Okay, end of show.
Mirko is a linky twink.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, have a good night or good morning or I don't know where you guys are located, but have a good time, everybody. Have a good thing. See you all later. Remember, this episode was all about Google and big fucking rockets docking. Now,
yes.